Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Nerd. I'm officially doing a post commentary for you guys today. I'm going to be going over the gun, the map, just the main gist of it, but I also have a few topics selected for this video in particular. So without further ado, guys, I guess we'll jump right into it, and I'm going to discuss my gun loadout. It's a different setup compared to something I usually use, and it's also a class that I despise quite a bit, to be completely honest, but you guys have obviously heard about that from, hundreds of videos now, so that's nothing new to you guys, or at least in a general sense it should not be new to my subscriber base or the people that have been around for a while. I'll be using the gun loadout known as the SKS with a flash suppressor. I really recommend using a flash suppressor on this weapon. One, there's not much that competes with it, and two, it just decreases a little bit of that vertical recoil, which in turn can make you more accurate and just allow you to shoot more rounds downrange instead of having to pace your shots and put in time in between them, the burst and everything. So overall, that's what I would use. I use the MP443 suppressed just because, again, I have a trigger finger and it's an okay pistol. It's definitely not a higher tier one. It's not something that you're going to be bragging about on the battlefield, such as like a Magnum or a 93R, but overall it gets the job done, I guess. I'm just trying to get 500 kills with it so I can move on to my next project. I'll be using the spawn beacon and the MAV. The reason I use the MAV is just because it's more versatile. I figure I can just drop it down, let it go, and kind of run around and do what I need to do. Unlike the tugs that, one, it's difficult to pick back up sometimes, and two, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't have very much luck with it. I like to use the MAV to like block doors and stuff because you can hear people jumping over it. So that's just a trick. If you don't use that, I highly recommend it. I'll be using my squad perk known as Cover, and that's really it for the gun. The map I'm going to be playing on is probably one of my favorite maps for console. Considering I am a console guy, I don't have the luxury of playing with, high number of players and all that. The big maps just don't play very well on console, and that's not something that's, not known or anything. That's extremely known to the Call of Duty community. Yeah, that's what I meant. The console community. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry about that. But I'll be using on this map. I'll be using the SKS, but I'm also gonna be playing on Grand Bazaar Rush 200% tickets, which is kind of pretty standard. I like to play 200% just because of the amount of kills you can get, and it's a lot more, I guess, forgiving for the offensive team if you're not the best players in the world, but we don't seem to have a problem, and it usually doesn't go to the point where we face a team that is extremely difficult on, Grand Bazaar for that sake, or just when I play with the guys that I usually play with. So, with all that said, I'm going to jump into my main topic, and I'm going to review what I'm going to do for this weekend, guys. I do have a schedule set up already, and I've been talking to Voiceless Fury, and a lot of things have been going in the right, I guess you could say, corridor, or the right, avenue of routine, which I'm excited about. I just got my computer back, so it's been a while since I've actually had the ability to talk with you guys. I mean, I don't know, I miss doing this, as I stated in, yesterday's videos. I posted about 2 of them, so if you haven't seen them, I highly recommend it. If you wondered, where I went, what happened, I really do recommend you going back and watching those and making sure that you're up to date with what occurred. Because it was something that was unforgiving, but at the same point, there was nothing I could do to fix the issue. But for videos coming up on the weekend, today is Friday as the recording of this commentary, the 5th, so I'll be posting a little bit of Battlefield 3. That's pretty standard for you guys. That's kind of my main focus on this channel. That's what I like to, I guess you could say, point my crowd at. But I do know that Medal of Honor, I think that's the right title. Yep, Medal of Honor has just come out today in public beta, so that is something I'm going to be playing. I'll let you guys know if it's good or if it's like the first one and it needs a lot of improvement. That's probably the best word to put it in. But I haven't played it yet, so I'm looking really forward to it. I'm hoping that it'll play very well. If it plays well, I probably won't get Black Ops 2 or whatever, just because I'm not really excited for Call of Duty in the first place. But again, I'll talk about that in a later commentary. I might upload that over the weekend and talk about my overall opinion on Black Ops 2. But again, Medal of Honor is going to maybe be poking its head in the channel, so I hope you guys give it a chance. I know it's kind of a Call of Duty Battlefield mixture. It has different elements from both sides, so hopefully you guys will take it very well. But again, only time will tell on that. I'm also going to be starting up a Call of Duty Black Ops, just the first Black Ops series, with a couple of guys. We'll see how far we get into it, and we'll also see if it's going to work out as well as I predict. I do realize that most of the Call of Duty community on Black Ops is not the most skill-based players. I'm not saying there are not skill-based players on there, but I've been seeing a lot of lower tier players, and I think it'll be really easy to take advantage of them, which sounds extremely bad, but overall, we're going to be starting a series kind of like Gun of the Week in a sense, but it'll be more like I mean, you might get 7 videos a week, you might get 3 videos. It's going to be random. I know Battlefield guys, I know Call of Duty is your enemy, believe me. I'm in the same standpoint now. I used to be a Call of Duty guy, and I made the transformation to Battlefield, and I really enjoy it. I like the Battlefield community. Unfortunately, there's no one with mics, which is a huge downside, but that's for console side at least. But overall, I hope you guys give it a chance. I know it's not going to be something that a lot of you guys are going to agree with, but I'm hoping the response is at least strong, or at least it picks up a few more people that are interested in my channel. But don't worry, Battlefield guys, I promise Battlefield 3 is always going to be prime concern over anything I upload on this channel for that matter. Then I'm going to be doing Ghost Recon Future Soldier. I do realize that you guys, I can tell you guys are not really interested in the series, but I need to finish it just because, I don't know, I feel like it's my obligation for the people that do enjoy it to finish it out for them. I mean, I enjoy playing it. It's actually a really good game to play. It has great mechanics. I mean, there are some visual effects that you kind of scratch your head and go, what the hell are they thinking before they put that in the game? But, you know, like characters' faces, those look absolutely horrible. But there's nothing I can do about that. So, you know, I'm going to finish the series. I do, again, realize you guys don't enjoy it. But overall, I'm going to finish it out for the people that are willing to click on the videos and kind of get the main gist of what's going on in the series. So that's the video is going to be coming up for the weekend, and that's quite a bit, but at the same expense, you know, my computer can now handle multiple render sessions. Before I would go through and, you know, render a video and I'd have to wait. I couldn't record or anything, but now I can render 2 videos at once and record. It's amazing. I love all my new stuff I got. It was totally worth the wait, even though in the process it was extremely frustrating and it was very aggravating to needless, you know, to say the least in that standpoint. But again, that's what you guys can expect. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. I'm pretty sure the Battlefield guys, don't worry, there will be a ton of Battlefield videos. I have a humongous stockpile full of anywhere between 10 to 25 minute gameplays. The 25-minute ones obviously are going to be cut down a little bit. I usually try to save those for like when patches come out, just because there is so much information to talk about that I need that much gameplay. But overall, that's what you guys can expect, and I guess we'll transition to the next topic. So, you know, I'm going to kind of jump right back kind of into the gameplay in a general sense, but there's new assignments that came out this month for Battlefield 3, and I actually totally forgot about them until I started to like level up my little meters or whatever for the assault category, because I was using, I think, the M416. Yes, I know, the most overpowered gun in the game, you know, the one that took the M16's place, you know, all that good stuff, the stuff that constantly shows up in video, just, you know, video comments, or, you know, just people in the lobby that send you hate mail. That's always the best part. But overall, there are new assignments out, so any of you Battlefield 3 players out there, I highly recommend that you take a look if you're premium and check out what you got for your grabs now, because there are some pretty cool camos that are being released for other weapons, which is really exciting because, I don't know, the weapons they've been giving us so far with camos are lower tier weapons. They kind of suck in my eyes. I guess I don't really experiment outside of, you know, really tight cone accuracy weapons. You know, that's kind of why I like the M416, the M16A3, stuff like that. I do realize that they are quote-unquote overpowered, but at the same expense, anything that gives me an advantage over somebody else, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to take that. That's the whole point of a game, is to better improve yourself. If you're using a lower tier weapon, I'm not saying that that's bad. I mean, if you can get good kills, I mean, just imagine what you could do with an quote-unquote overpowered weapon. But in the same expense, guys, that's what I use. I like weapons that are extremely accurate and I don't have to compensate. If I played PC, I might expand to other guns, but unfortunately to counter recoil on console is a lot more difficult than PC. I'm not saying that there is a skill gap or anything in between those two formats, but overall, to compensate for console, it's a little bit more difficult than it is on PC, just because of the joysticks. You know, the joysticks are more stiff on Xbox. They require more pressure to push them down, stuff like that. And I'm not trying to say, like, in any means necessary that they're, like, extremely difficult to push down. That's not in any means necessary, but they're not as sensitive as moving your mouse. Like, if you move your mouse, if you just tap it, you know, it moves. So overall, you know, again, that's just my opinion. I guess I have played Battlefield 3 on PC before, and I do realize the recoil is extremely easy for me, personally, to, I guess you'd say, counter, but I don't find it that easy on console. So that's my opinion. Again, if you guys have a different one, I'm interested to see how this will go in the comments, and curious to see if there's any PC guys out there that are, I guess, you know, play Battlefield 3 for that matter, and at least watch my channel, considering that it's based around console or Xbox 360 if you want to put it in that format. But unfortunately, guys, the gameplay is going to be coming into an end here in about a minute, so I'm going to kind of sign off, give you guys my general thoughts, and overall, I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. But before we do all that fun stuff, you know, there are a lot of things I talked about in the video that are really important. I hope you guys check out tomorrow's or yesterday's videos, and this weekend there should be tons of videos uploaded. I do owe you guys a ginormous stockpile, and that shouldn't be a problem because my computer can now handle all that stuff. But overall, guys, I guess I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm going to sign off a little bit early, and this is going to be Nerd Mode On, signing off. Peace, guys.